welcome back, friends. We continue our rolling coverage for the developments taking place in Ranchi, where the Enforcement Directorate has been quizzing Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren for over 6 hours now in the land scam. Remember, that's not the only one. Hemant Soren is already under the scanner and has been summoned 8 times in the mining scam. And this is another one, the land scam. Top sources, in fact, have suggested that Soren is likely to be arrested today. We are still to clarify whether this is in the mining scam or the land scam or many others under which Hemant Soren is being investigated. But in a mega exclusive, Republic has access inside details of Hemant Soren's quizzing. The ED has shown documents to Soren, and earlier Soren had denied that the seized luxury car was his. In fact, he has written to the Inspector General of Police in his state saying that the property and the cash ED has seized from his Delhi residence, which includes a BMW car and 40 lakhs worth of cash, is not his, which means he wants it investigated. Whose money was found from his residence in Delhi? And on that note, let me take this to Prakash Singh. He's a senior writer live from Ranchi. Prakash, now Hemant Soren says that the car is not his, the money is not his, possibly somebody planted it, and he wants the Jharkhand police, which reports to him, to investigate how the ED found the money. Whose money is that? Is that a twist in the tale, or there is more to it? And what's really happening on the ground, Prakash?
Well, Abhishek, that was a preemptive move that was made by Hemant Soren, fearing that he might be arrested by the ED, the way the ED swung into action in Delhi a couple of days back. And fearing his arrest, he escaped from his Delhi residence at midnight and taking the flight route from Calcutta via the road route to Ranchi. And thereafter, he held series of meetings with his MLAs. Now, the BMW car that has come into question, he has categorically mentioned in the FIR that has been lodged in the SCST police station in Ranchi that all these ED officials, named ED officials like Kapil Raj, the joint director, and 4 others, they have been named in the FIR, saying that they are harassing a tribal chief minister and they do not belong to the tribal community. They don't understand the sentiments of the tribals. So it's a preemptive move, I feel, and the way it happened in Bengal and in Punjab and Delhi, when the opposition party confronted the central agency, it looks like they're planning to confront the central agencies, if at all the ED in all likelihood arrests the Chief Minister of Jharkhand, Hemant Soren. So all eyes here on the Jharkhand CM's residence. We'll pan the shots. Yeah.
Prakash, just to clarify on what you're saying or what you're suggesting, that the FIR that Hemant Soren has filed possibly provides him, as the Chief Minister of Jharkhand, an option that in case the ED goes ahead and arrests him, there is likelihood of his police arresting the ED. I mean, are we going to see a center-state standoff panning out in the possibility of the ED going ahead and arresting Hemant Soren?
That's I assume and that's I apprehend, Abhishek, because the way these opposition leaders have been attacking the agencies, be it the ED, CBI or the IT, they have been alleging that they are like caged parrot of the central government, and that is how it pans out to be, because I'm told that last time when the questioning was done at the same place, this kind of movement was not there, with all top officials reaching out to the CM house. At the moment when I'm talking to you, the Chief Secretary of Jharkhand, the DGP of Jharkhand, the Deputy Commissioner of Ranchi, all top officials, the SSP, the Additional Collector, the DIG, the IG of Ranchi, everybody is present inside the CM's residence, including the SDO of Ranchi. So I feel that there may be a direct confrontation between the central agencies as well as the state government here, because already a case has been lodged, named FIR has been lodged against all the ED officials for atrocities against a tribal in the SC/ST police station. So if at all, in all likelihood, what we get to know that he might be arrested today, and the ED officials have showed him ample proof of his involvement in the land scam case. This pertains to the land scam on the outskirts of Ranchi, where a portion of government land was sold at a throwaway price to a private owner, allegedly at the behest of the influence of Chief Minister of Jharkhand, Hemant Soren. And he also enjoyed the proceeds of the crime. And that's what we get to know. And in this particular case, Chavi Ranjan, the then Deputy Commissioner of Ranchi, is already under judicial custody. He's in jail. Vishnu Agarwal, who was the purchaser of the said land, is out on bail. And we'll wait and watch what happens next. But what we get to know, the kind of movement that is happening here at the CM's residence, we expect that he might be arrested, but no confirmed news coming as yet. But the movement of all top officials, including the Chief Secretary, the DGP, the IG, suggests that there is something serious that is happening inside the four walls of the Chief Minister's residence here in Ranchi. Back to you.
Okay, Prakash, we have to continue this conversation. So there is one aspect which is the investigation in the scam, the land scam and the mining scam. I believe the questioning which is happening today is possibly happening in both the money laundering cases and both somehow reach the Chief Minister's office or specifically Hemant Soren. And the other aspect is the political fallout and the political management that we are seeing Hemant Soren do over the last 48 hours, apprehending the possibility of his arrest. So the meetings he has taken of the MLAs, of his office bearers, the manner in which he has got some letters signed by which a succession could be planned in the possibility of his arrest. So coming to the investigation part first, I would ask if we can get Shravan also. I believe he's collecting some information, and we have seen how he has got those documents which pin down certain aspects of prosecution or bring clarity to the aspects of prosecution. Remember, ED has already filed a prosecution complaint, the equivalent of a charge sheet in the cases. Prakash, but what is important is that this case was registered, the land scam case which we are talking about, by an officer in Ranchi, by a revenue official in Ranchi of the Jharkhand government. So it's not as if Hemant Soren can say, oh, this is politically motivated. It's not as if the India Alliance can say these are all, witch hunt being carried out by the CBI and the ED at the behest of the center, because the original case based on which the Enforcement Directorate, using it as a predicate offense, started the investigation, happens to be one officer or official of the Revenue Department of the Jharkhand state itself.
Well, that's right, Abhishek, and that's how it emerged in the scene, and that's how the ED swung into action, taking action, and conducted raids at the Revenue Department office as well as the Circle office here in Ranchi, and thereafter certain forged documents were also recovered pertaining to the land that were purchased and the land scam that we are talking about. And thereafter, ED started questioning and quizzing several people and analyzing the documents. And on the basis of those documents, Vishnu Agarwal, the private businessman, as well as DC Chavi Ranjan, then was arrested. And yes, you are rightly pointing out that the opposition forces cannot question the efficacy of the investigating agencies, because these kind of scams have been unearthed and they have been doing their duty, and summons have been sent repeatedly to Hemant Soren, which they have been defying just in the name of making agencies the caged parrot of the central government. It doesn't happen like that. Agencies do their own work. And I believe Hemant Soren is not only facing this case, but this is a land scam. But apart from this, in the mining scam, where he violated the office of profit and wherein he could have lost his membership of the assembly, and the election commission had also sent in their views to the governor, which was not opened by the governor, the then governor as well. That is another case. So for a person who is engaged or marred in so many corruption cases, I think that it has come to a culminating point where the ED might be forced to take some action. And now what will be the political fallout of it, Abhishek, is that Hemant Soren has been working on this for the past couple of months, and that is why he got one of his JMM MLAs, Sarfaraz Ahmad, vacate the Gandhi assembly seat so that his wife could contest from that assembly constituency in the event if Hemant Soren had to resign as the chief minister of Jharkhand, and he could install his wife as the chief minister of Jharkhand. And for the past few days, since yesterday, ever since he came from Delhi to Ranchi, he's been holding series of meetings and have got the signatures of all the alliance partners endorsing the name of Kalpana Soren, and have got the letter of support. And that is what the visuals also showed, that 3 tempo tablets were brought in so that the MLAs could be ferried into the Raj Bhavan with a letter of support in the event if Hemant Soren was arrested, and with a letter of support to the governor seeking the appointment of Kalpana Soren as the Chief Minister of Jharkhand. Although she is not a member of the Jharkhand Legislative Assembly, but she can seek election to the Assembly constituency, which has been vacated by one of the JMM MLA within 6 months. But it is up to the Election Commission to notify the election or not, because Jharkhand goes to the assembly polls later this year in November, December. So we are looking at both the possibilities, if Hemant Soren is arrested or not, and in the event of a political fallout, what happens to the succession plan, and third, will there be a direct confrontation between the Jharkhand administration and the police officials and the central agencies, since Hemant Soren has filed a case against the ED officials for harassing him in the Ranchi police station of SC/ST police station. Back to you.
Yeah. Okay.